Hello, and welcome to the Community Coach Workshop Business Plan. So, what I'd like to do is just take a few minutes and allow you to see what the Community Coaching Workshop Business Plan really looks like and really let you see what we have to offer the community. The Community Coach Workshop Business Plan is presented by myself, Wayne Winton. I am a coach. We are coaching several um, different areas, meaning we have business coaching coaches, we have family coaches, we have individual coaches. Results coaching is really what everything is all about because we are here to get you the result that you desire. And that is the number one focal point. Our other focal point is to make sure we're starting to break the current thought patterns of coaching. When somebody says the word coach, I'm a coach, I'm a life coach, or I'm a results coach, or I'm a business coach, usually there is some negative connotations or negative energy that comes with that. And I want to completely eradicate that and remain transparent. So, this business plan, publicly sharing my business plan, is showing where our values are actually staked at, where we want to go, and who we're looking to help and why. If these meet your needs, then great. Come on and let's join the team and let's work this thing out and really get out there to truly make an impact and help some people. The mission statement for the community coaching workshop is our mission is to deliver quality content to the people who need it most. We plan on offering high quality advice to be used to better the lives and reinforce the foundation of our own individual community. CCW strives to be the gateway program that shows people the value of good coaching with integrity and complete transparency in order to help people live more meaningful, productive lives so they can achieve the dreams that they have. Any coach or any person that tells you that you have to have them and they're going to fix you, run from that person immediately. There is nothing wrong with you currently. There are simply a few guidelines that could be placed or a few tools that could be placed in your hands so that you can do the adjustments yourself and that you can live that beautiful life that you want to and not somebody else's. Okay. Our mission continued. The mission continues. Wayne Winton and the CCW team are ready to help you with your dreams. It's about you, not us. And that is where so many other coaches lose their light and they lose their way. Any coach that makes it about them and not you is a major red flag. And that's what I want to start shedding light on. I want to shed light on the entire industry. I couldn't join this industry, and I didn't for a very long time because I could not make peace with or come to terms with some of the people who were taking advantage of others out there and the reputation that that has in this particular community and industry. We are driven to help serve others in their time of need. CCW's focus is on healthy family relationships and dynamics, and healthy personal relationships, and healthy mental health relationships with each individual person that is part of that family. All too often, we see families ripped apart these days. There are so many things: social media, drugs, gangs. I mean, there's just so many different scams. There's so much different stuff out there that people don't know what to listen to. And now nobody trusts anything. Nobody believes anything that's out on the internet out there. And the tragedy of that is the good things that come through often get overlooked. There is typically an untimely gap between the time that people start to seek help when they're already on the verge of crisis mode, like people are kind of moving towards that crisis, moving towards that crisis. And then boom, all of a sudden, here they are faced with this. And when they can actually pick up the phone and get an appointment with a licensed healthcare professional. Now, I'm going to go ahead and state it right here, right now. I am not a licensed healthcare professional. I looked into doing this. And looked into going through these different avenues and roads, and I would love to do it. But here's the problem: in order for me to become a licensed therapist at this particular point in time, at 40 years of age, it would take another decade for me to get just the schooling requirements to actually get to that point where I could start implementing the things that I already know work and start actually helping people. So it would be an entire decade, 2035, I'm sorry, 2034, before I would even have the opportunity to start helping people. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start helping people now. I'm going to use and implement these tools now. And we're really going to focus on the people. And I'm going to be transparent about it. So I am not a licensed healthcare provider at this particular point in time. I am not, and I'm transparent about it. And I don't want there to be any miscommunication about it. This is not doctors' medical advice that we're providing for people. We are giving you tools, okay? Tools to help yourself. That's what our mission statement is all about. And to bridge that gap between people that are on the verge of crisis and making an appointment, we want to work with licensed healthcare professionals. I want somebody to say, hey, I'm in a crisis mode right now, or we're on the verge of crisis. We need to get a licensed healthcare professional on the phone and get a telehealth or get a Zoom appointment or get something out there. It still could be a couple weeks, if not months, before those people actually have access to that and are able to book the appointment. That's where the community coaching workshop steps in. And we can take a call immediately, right? We can move faster. We have different options. We don't have that box built around us. So we can help now. You can make a phone call, you can hit up our team, and we can get you some tools and some results that you can use to help you now, here, immediately in your immediate situation, not weeks, days, weeks, or months down the road. Okay. So the problem that CCW solves is one of the biggest problems in our business are people that are skeptical and write coaching off as a scam or snake oil. And trust me, I get it. I understand. When I was doing my personal development journey, I ran into so much crap and so many money pits that it actually was so frustrating. It inspired me to do what I'm doing here now and do this particular program with you. Okay. CCW will push the bar higher with a big plan in mind, focusing on the whole family, not just one individual. The individuals are important, and we provide services and tools for those individuals to build themselves up and how to bring what they have to offer back to the family so that they can communicate in a much more effective manner. It's all based on communication. We'll be offering monthly workshops via Zoom or StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of the above to generate live content. That live content is our brand, and that live content is what's going to allow you to be able to say, hey, what does this guy have to say? Is his message on board with my message? Are we compatible with the same morals? Do we have the same core foundational issues? Honesty, trust, integrity. If we have those things, how can we work together? And now that you can see that those are our core values and you agree with some of the things that we have to say, now we can work with you on a one-on-one basis, or we can work on you in a family intervention situation. We can work with you to help that situation. It's creating an audience for whom we can supply quality and valuable information to. It's based also on the concept of reciprocity. We provide the information freely on public platforms. If the value is found in those workshops, then we create an opportunity to join a private training group or schedule a one-on-one private training call to access the coaches live for interaction and instant answers in real time. These are the things that people need. This is what the community and the public has said that they wanted, and this is exactly what we're going to give them. Now, let's take a look at some broken home statistics right here. And the very first thing that I would like to do is I would like to acknowledge all of the people who do not identify as male or female. I don't want to go that far into it. I am simply addressing and acknowledging, hey, we respect everything, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you refer to yourself as, that is great and fine and dandy. We have no argument for you there. This is not a gender um, categorizing opportunity here. We respect people for who they are, and that's the number one goal. Okay. Everybody is treated with respect. I do have to use the term and the word father, mother, male, female, because it does apply in a family dynamic. Now, that again, I'm not going to go off any other deep end and say, we have to have one or the other. Eh, Families that have two men or two women, two moms, two dads, male, female, all of that works with the community coaching workshop program. And we are open and inviting to all of those individuals. Okay. But to get through some science, to get through some technical data here, we have to use those terms. So let's just dive right into it. Across the United States in 2022, data indicates that approximately 18.3 million children, I'll repeat that number again, 18.3 million children who are without a father in the home, um, is are 1 in 4 families do not have a family in the home or a father in the home. So that is 25% of the community does not have. There are single family homes out there that occupy 25%, 1 in 4. So if you have 4 children, okay, or you have a group of friends and there's 4 children in there, one of them probably only has one parent in the home at any given time. About 80% of single parent homes are led by single mothers. Okay. We all know how hard single mothers work. I see it all the time, how hard single mothers work. I couldn't imagine being a single mom these days in age. I mean, it is ludicrously difficult just with the bills and grocery shopping. My wife and I, who have a marriage of 20 plus years, have a difficult time raising 2 children. I have raised a child all the way to 18, and he's off in college right now, doing extremely well. Graduated one of the best top students in his class. So I can totally attest to all the information that's being provided here. I am a father. I stayed in the home. I raised my children from brand new newborn all the way up to 18 and out on their own, and another one on the way. We've got that wonderful teenage experience going on in the household right now. Well, let's get back to the statistics here. Children from single parent families are twice as likely to suffer from mental health and behavioral problems as those living with married parents. Now, let's think about that. Half. We're not talking about 10%, 5%, even 20%. We're talking about half. Half. Okay. Half of those children are having issues and suffering from mental health or behavioral issues simply because of the parental environment that is their home. That is the main reason. And that is why we're here to help provide that family with some structure, provide that family with some tools, provide those leaders in that family and those primary caregivers the tools that they need to help raise their children, just like we did, all the way to that successful point in time to where they can provide for themselves. In one study, 70% of youth in a state operated facility was from single parent homes. So 70% of the children in like foster cares or what used to be considered orphanages were from single parent homes. So if you're telling me that having 2 people in the home does not really benefit the child, I cannot believe that. The science, and that's what makes the community coaching workshop different. We base everything on science. You can go right here, you can do your own research and you may get different numbers, but you'll still see very similar trends. This one was from americafirstpolicy.com. If you'd like to go and check that out, you most certainly can. Children with an actively engaged father perform much better in school. Some of the data shows that they are 33% less likely to repeat a class and 43% more likely to get higher grades in school than a student who only has one parent. Again, these are gigantic numbers. 43%, almost half, are going to get better grades if there is a father or a father figure in the household. Okay. In one study, 56% of school shootings, only 10 of the shooters, 18%. So 18%, a very, very small amount, were raised in homes with both biological parents. 82% grew up in either an unstable family environment causing mental health and behavioral issues, or without both biological parents together, meaning that the parents that created this child were not there to help raise them as they should be in a more appropriate home environment. Those are staggering numbers, and you can do your own research. I highly encourage you to do so. Anything we do at Community Coach Workshop Program, I highly encourage you to fact check it. We've done a lot of research on our end, but I highly encourage you to do the same as well. Okay, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Don't take my word for it, question it, and do the research that you can do on your own to fact check everything. You should be doing this not just with my information, but any information you ever get. Always fact check your information. I do. So, the offer here, Community Coaching Workshop is the bridge between those who are leery of spending money on something that may not truly meet their needs previously or delivered the results that they wanted. So, have you tried family therapy? Have you tried a coach? Have you tried a life coach? Have you tried a family coach? Have you tried counseling, individual counseling, either through the school or through some public system? Have you tried these and it didn't work? Okay. If you have, I've got good news for you. We have a completely different setup. We have a completely different set of tools that we use. So even if you've had things fail in the past, we have a solution for you. Not very many people are eager to ask for help, especially men. Ask me how I know the answer to this question. Why do I know the answer to this question? Because I didn't want to get help. Okay. There are times that I did not have everything together. I had to go through the school of hard knocks of life as well. And I had to fall down and get back up and trial and error and see what works and see what doesn't work. And I had to reach out and do my own research. And the last thing I wanted to do was call some other person to help me be a better person, because now, as a man, I have to admit that I'm wrong, which most men cannot or will not do. And number two, you have to ask for help, which again, most men cannot and will not do. Therefore, we've come up with the Community Coaching Workshop DIY workshops, okay, right here. In the DIY workshops, this is where you can pick up that information, learn it on your own, and then bring it back to the family and start applying it and implementing it. That's where the real change happens, okay? If you do decide that you do need a little bit of help and you are one of those men who is a little more proactive and can see the benefit in the information that we have to offer, now you can call us. Now you can sign up for one of our programs. You can get one-on-one advice. We can come into the home. We can talk to you. We can talk to the family, and we can really get people where they need to be in these particular situations. CCW provides free workshop classes with the option to decide if they can apply the information from their situation to get further assistance for one-on-one coaching sessions or intervention sessions. We will offer paid for and private sessions. So if you can't afford it, families that can't afford it, we've got an option for you too. Just give us a call, fill out an application, let us know that you're having some financial issues, and we'll get you the help that you need. The vision here, the Community Coach Workshop vision, our mission is to deliver quality content and education to the people who absolutely need it the most. We want to bridge the gap between the skeptics of coaching and good quality advice that can be used to help better their lives. CCW strives to be the gateway program to show people the value of good coaching with integrity that helps people live better lives, more meaningful lives, and more productive lives, so that they can achieve their dreams with absolute lasting results. Okay, anything can be done temporarily. It takes real work and effort, like our golden ticket coaching program, to get the results that actually stick. We also offer the 10% experience. This is a 3-part experience that will provide the inner peace that you desire and to help understand yourself. Okay. We visit past traumas if that's what's necessary to expose what your pain and suffering is and what it's caused by, to help those events understand what brought you to where you are now. Uh, being a What we need to do is build a compelling future. So we need to understand where you came from, where you are now, and building a compelling future. Turn your past pain into the power that propels you to be the best version of you. We can put an end to generational curses. We really, truly can. If you want to put an end to generational curses, how many people out there, raise your hand, have had abusive relationships in the past? Or had childhood abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse. All of us have encountered some of these abuses in our life. I don't know of one human on this planet that has not suffered from some kind of mental abuse, physical abuse, or sexual abuse in their life, and that's myself included. Okay. I understand this, and I understand what it takes to be able to work through these things. Have your past events affected you personally? Well, CCW offers you an opportunity to break free from those curses and chains that chain us to that poor behavior. It really does. You can change. You can turn anger and frustration into drive and power, just like I did. Be the person you must become to ensure that you do not pass any toxic behavior onto your children. That is my plea for you. Take action, do it now, and end the cycle today. Look down below, give us a call, sign up, get in touch, and we can get you pointed in that right direction with things that are going to help you and get you where you want to be and not where you don't want to be. The father figure plays an important role in the household. Are you the solid foundation your family needs? I don't know. Are you? That question is completely up to you. I have become that, but I can tell you that I built the man that you see here today. This man did not just show up here. Okay. There was a very soft clay that this started out as. And eventually, brick by brick, tool by tool, we use the tools to carve and mold the clay to be the people that we want, so that we can be the people that we want and need for those loved ones around us. Okay. The father figure, look at any of the data that we've provided or your own data. Fatherless homes produce more children, an extremely high percentage of children with mental and physical disabilities and issues that then cause other people problems down the road. End the cycle today. Fathers can help keep your family together if you want to, with a few tools. Click the link down below, get in touch, set up an appointment, talk to us, and use some of the workshops that we've provided to help you keep your family together. You can stop the suffering now, okay? You can really stop this suffering right now. If you are currently suffering from anxiety, depression, um, you know, just all of the pressures of life building and stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking, eventually it will break. I mean, I did. I absolutely did. I had a breaking point, and it caused physical problems for me. My face broke into Bell's palsy because we had so much stress from a massive panic attack that could have been misconstrued as practically a heart attack, for crying out loud. This stuff, stress will kill you. It will literally kill you if you don't take action. So stop the suffering today. Give us a call. Click the link below, fill out an application, join one of the groups, and get some information and some tools you can implement to make you feel better immediately. That is the Community Coach Workshop promise to you. Okay. And if it doesn't work for you, we'll try something else. We always have another option. So we also have family mediation options as well. If you can't come to a resolution within your own family, it might be time to call some professionals in. Okay. So we can talk about divorce, raising teenagers, death in the family, estate allocation, trauma, infidelity, and financial issues. These are all issues that every single family everywhere faces. There's not a family out there that has not had a divorce, raising teenager problems, a death in the family. It's only a matter of time before somebody passes on, and then everybody's squabbling over the assets. These things are all. This can cause internal fighting. We can help be a source of reason and a source of neutral reason to help work through that. We can work through estate allocation, but we're not attorneys. Trust me, it's not legal advice. It is the emotional side of that. Okay. We can work on trauma. We can work on infidelity. There are a ludicrous amount of infidelity cases in relationships, and we can help you work through that if that's what you want. If you want to work through it, we can help you do that. We can help your significant other see the advantages of working through that. Financial issues. Every family finds financial strain. I know I did. There were so many times when the month ran out of money and you showed up and it was the end of the money and there was still a whole lot of month left, and we had to decide, do we want heat, do we want power, do we want electricity, or do we want water? You want shower or lights? Shower or lights? These are all things that I personally dealt with my family, and I have tools to help you deal with it with your family as well. So there's no there's no downside to giving us a call and seeing what we can do for you with the golden ticket coaching experience program, or the 10% um, program as well. So, as far as who am I and what is my education and background? Well, my style is a blend of tools taught by therapy, holistic training, new school coaching, family intervention from Tony Robbins and Chloe Madonis, and several other people. The work is really based on the work of Milton Erickson, who is the founder of results-based behavioral skills modification coaching programs. Unconventional Therapy is his book, and it's an amazing book. I've also studied the work of Bedros Keuilian, Ed Milet, Craig Ballantyne, Ryan Daniel Moran, Jocko Willink, Katie Morton, Phil Stutz, and many other experts in their field, because these are the people that have produced the results that I want. So these are the people who I extract information from and utilize these tools for you, the person, because I already know these tools will work for you. That's who we go to on this. So we have Uncommon Therapy by Milton H. Erickson, MD. This was written by Jay Haley, and Chloe Madonis was also under his advice as well, and she studied him very, very well. In fact, I think Jay Haley was her husband, so she was able to get a very, very close one-on-one session with Mr. Milton Erickson, and that's where she comes from. So her partnering with Tony Robbins, that is the program that I've gone through to extract the information and the tools to help you today. Okay, this is not just stuff we're just throwing against the side of the wall here. Mr. Bedros Keuilian, author of Man Up, a wonderful person, extremely good individual. He has a lot of powerful tools as well, so please check out his information. Outstanding father, leader, man, figure for all. Mr. Phil Stutz, there was a documentary done on Mr. Phil Stutz by Jonah Hill. This guy comes up with a lot of those tools processes, taking those tools from therapy and applying them so that they will actually work for you in your particular application as well. Anthony Robbins and Chloe Madonis, obviously, they're trained by the absolute best in the field. Tony is known for his out-of-the-box thinking and the results-driven interventions and workshops. Chloe Madonis is world renowned for family interventions and healing what seems to be impossible situations for over 40 years. So this is not just some stuff we're just pulling out of a hat. This is qualified individuals who have come up with the best of the best tools, and we've extracted that to give it directly to you. Now, here are some of the testimonials that we have as well, and I'll just kind of leave these up here. so we can follow through. One of my clients who wrote this on the Google page, you can see this is a real review from a real person, Karen Angus. Wayne shared a wealth of information with me. I was going through a really hard time with my business due to external circumstances. I didn't really know if I could come back from these. Uh, Wayne took me under his wing. He not only taught me a lot of the strategies of the things to do, but a way of staying focused and connected to her customers. He really gave me a lot of self confidence to step outside my comfort zone. I lean. I learned. I learned to start being okay with being uncomfortable, which is one of the main things that we go through. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's actually a real growing experience. I'm thrilled that he helped me and when I really needed it. I'm better and more confident at my job and have the ability to help step outside my comfort zone, which in turn brings me more business that I can do more. He was definitely just what I needed. So there's from Karen. And that definitely impacted her. The real another long one here is this person wanted to be anonymous, and I'll just recognize that it says right here, this client wished to remain anonymous. Respecting privacy is my number one priority. So I always want to respect people's privacy here. But starting in the April of 2023, my life began taking a large swing for the worse. By July 1st, I found myself very much alone and emotionally suffering constantly. My situation did involve another person, and let's say the swing was affecting both of us. On a limb, Wayne with CCW reached out and asked if he could have some time with me to listen and offer what he had to help. He expressed his concern for me and could tell by his behavior. After hearing me out, Wayne advised the Golden Ticket Experience program, which is one of our coaching programs. I attended the program and things started quickly turning around. We would have sessions, then create goals and homework to do in the meantime, in between sessions, to help me achieve where I wanted to be in life or in his life. Through the program, we were able to uncover different causes, but not dwell on them. We came up with different solutions and behavior patterns to help me through my issues. The program came with different styles of coaching for different aspects of life. These aspects have helped me become more well-rounded person and a much better communicator. So we helped this person in their businesses, as part of life, in their finances, in their home life, in their personal life, and in their friends and family interaction as well. That's where that circle comes in. Balancing that circle is one of the main reasons that this needs to happen. Before the Golden Ticket program, I would have considered myself to be in an emergency state of life or a crisis state. I currently am still enrolled and attend regularly. This program and Wayne have been a godsend to my life, have been a godsend to my life and been invaluable with the services and guidance provided. Okay, so that's the Golden Ticket Experience program right there. It just works. It's worked for every single client that we've had. I have not had one client this has not worked for. Okay. All right. So in conclusion, we'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Hopefully, I've provided. You should understand our mission, our values, our drive, our integrity, all the things, the core foundation of this experience. This is what it is. Okay. Wayne Winton and the CCW team are driven to serve you in your time of need. There is a huge gap between when people seek help, usually when they're already on the verge of crisis mode, and when they can be seen by a licensed healthcare provider. CCW is the bridge between that crisis point and giving you the tools that can be implemented instantly to calm the waters and ease that situation until you can get help from a licensed medical healthcare professional or mental health care professional. We are currently taking on new coaching clients for the Golden Ticket Experience and the 10% Experience program, and to open and book speaking engagements for families and companies. Sponsorship and donations are welcome. Thank you for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and please contact me if you're interested in investing, sponsoring, becoming a partner, or becoming a client. Thank you so much. Be well. Take care.